to another episode of Bonsais Forever. Alright, so today I have a, what am I thinking? It's an Alberta spruce. So this was a nursery tree that I purchased to turn into a Christmas tree. So this is going to be another challenge from Not Another Bonsai channel and the Tree Masons. So I know that you all have seen out there the Tree Masons a little bit. It's kind of a WhatsApp group of bonsai creators, YouTube creators that have kind of gotten together, and we talk back and forth. We help each other out, and you know, we help each other out with the YouTube. We help each other out with life and any questions that we have, you know, regarding anything. So it's kind of an awesome group. There's a couple of guys here in the U.S., a couple over in Australia, I think, and a couple over in the U.K. So it's been a really awesome time hanging out with these guys on WhatsApp and talking bonsai trees and everything that comes up. So anyway, we decided that we were going to do a holiday challenge. So my holiday challenge tree is going to be this here Alberta spruce. I'm going to decorate it like a Christmas tree. I was thinking that I might go ahead and wire some of the branches down to where it looks more like a Christmas tree. I'm not sure that I want to do that or not. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to take off a couple of the branches that just don't look good on this tree. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we'll make it look more like a Christmas tree. So I've got a couple of branches right down here at the base that are just really twiggy branches, don't really go well with the tree, aren't helping the tree out, aren't helping out it look like a Christmas tree. So I'm going to go through and take off those tiny little branches. I'm going to leave all of the larger branches. I actually have to admit that I got a different tree not too long ago, and I tried to style it like a bonsai as a Christmas tree, and obviously I'm doing another tree, so that didn't work out so well. So I'm gonna leave all the larger branches on here and just take off the very tiny interior branches, because those aren't going to help be a bonsai tree later on, and they're not going to help be a Christmas tree right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take off all these really tiny branches that are coming out of the trunk. So I'm not going to take off any of the smaller branches on the primary branches. I'm not going to take off any secondary branches. I'm just going to take off the tiny little primary branches. And if you don't know what the difference between a primary and a secondary branch, a primary branch comes straight off the trunk of the tree. So a secondary branch would come off of a primary branch. So any of these branches here are going to be secondary branches, and any are on the primary branch. On these side branches are all going to be secondary branches. So all the primary branches will stay, or all the large primary branches will stay. All the secondary branches will stay. And all the tiny little primary branches, I'm going to take those off. I hope that made sense, because it really didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So anyway, we're just going to have fun with this and just kind of talk about what Christmas means to me. If you'd like to leave a comment in the comment section of what Christmas means to you, that would be awesome. It doesn't have to be long. It could be one word. It could be a couple of words. It could be a whole sentence. It could be a whole paragraph. It doesn't matter. Just let's not write a whole book. Anyway, let's just keep it fun as well. All right, so I think that's going to do it. I don't think there's a whole lot of tiny little primary branches on here, just kind of going through. And as I'm doing this, it's actually spreading the tree out a little bit more anyway. So I'm just trying to decide whether I do want to wire a couple of these branches down. Actually, this branch is really large at the top, and it doesn't match any of the other ones. I don't think I'm going to worry about that. I'll just kind of let it sit upwards here like that for now. I will go back after Christmas and fix this up. And I'll wire it up, make it look like a really, really cool bonsai tree. Or I might just leave it for a couple of years and let it grow into this pot. We'll have to see. I'm not 100% sure yet. This time of year is kind of a stressful time of year. It's the one time of year usually that I will travel back to Colorado where I was born and see some family out there. And traveling is a little stressful for me because I don't generally fly, because when I go out there, a lot of times I have stuff to bring back with me, and that means that flying would be a little difficult because bringing stuff back on a plane is a lot harder than driving it back. And plus I can go out there and I can go to all the thrift shops and get bonsai pots and bring those back with me too. So it's kind of a two-way travel, you know. Go out to visit family, go out do some bonsai searching and bonsai hunting for me too. So obviously family comes first and bonsai comes second, but don't tell them that. All right, so I think that'll be all right. I think that looks pretty good. I got all the tiny little branches off, and I'm not gonna wire these. That would just take a really long time to wire all these branches, and it doesn't really need it. I think it looks pretty good like that. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get into my little bag of goodies right here. And I'm going to take out, I got some little ornaments, little bulb ornaments. I got some lights. They're battery powered lights, different colored. So we'll use those. I got some little snowflakes. And then I got some little Christmas tree, little house, gingerbread people. And then I got some other stuff here. I got a little star to put on the top of the tree. And then I got some little bells that I might make some tiny little ornaments with those, and some little tiny candy canes. So I'll put some of those on as well. All right, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is the lights. I think that's usually the first thing you do on a Christmas tree anyway, because it's usually on the bottom. So let's see how this works here. Very confusing. Okay, so this just plugs in right here. So this is the little battery pack that runs the lights with a little switch, and it turns the lights on. So that's really interesting. I'm gonna have to hang on to that and see if I can do something else with that. So, all right. So this is gonna take batteries. It'll take 3 AA batteries. I have a couple of batteries. I think I'm gonna wait. I'll wait until I get the lights on, and then I'll go grab those. So let's get these lights on. All right. So I think that I might zip tie the battery pack to the pot here. So I might just go get the batteries and the zip tie. So I'll be right back. All right. So I'm going to grab my zip ties. You can never have too many zip ties, so that's a giant pack of zip ties I got here. I think I might have to use 2. Yeah, definitely. Might have to use 3. So I'll put 2 zip ties together. Nope, I'm gonna have to use 3. All right, put those aside. So I'm not sure if zip ties are going to be the greatest idea. Well, maybe, because I'll be able to slip it off the bottom of the pot. Alright, so I'm going to put batteries in here and see if it works. And the batteries don't work. Or something. Maybe these batteries are dead. Oh dear. Yeah, these batteries are jacked up. I had 2 of these batteries. They look like they might have leaked. So I have 2 batteries. Nice. That's wonderful. I don't think that's going to work. Hey, that one works. Sweet. Okay, so I got batteries to work. That's so much fun. I'm going to take and put the zip tie through this little guy. Maybe that'll help hold it. Put them around that direction. Alright. Tighten up all the zip ties kind of evenly. I don't think that's necessary, but it's just kind of the person I am. I like everything to be even. So I'm going to use my pliers to make sure this is on here nice and tight. I'm going to cut each end off here. Alright, and I was actually just thinking, this is probably going to be pretty nice because I can just spin the turntable and the lights will go around the tree. Alright. Put them too high. To get started, I'm going to run them around the whole tree. I was really wondering if I was going to get a long enough string of lights, but I think this is going to work perfectly. So I can run it like all the way around the tree nice and even. I'm going to try not to make it tight on the branches because I don't want to pull the branches in, but I do want it to be like in the branches so that the branches are holding the lights on. I mean, basically just like a Christmas tree. And this wire that is in between each light is actually bendable wire. It's not really flexible, so it'll bend and hold its shape. So as I'm going around the tree, I'm kind of making it to where it's just kind of going in a circle around the tree here. It's kind of nice. I think that's pretty cool that these lights do that. And if you're in the United States, I'm pretty sure that I got these lights at Walmart. So you know, Walmart. Not that Walmart is sponsoring a video or supporting me in any way. They more take my money than give me money. So, but if you're looking for little lights like this, you can find them probably at a hobby store. You could probably find these online too somewhere. But I look for this kind of stuff all year long because I know that I'm going to do something like this for the season. So I kind of look for this stuff all year long, and I think I got these this year when holiday stuff started going out, before Thanksgiving. Because, Christmas starts at Thanksgiving, every country has their own craziness with holidays, but the US, it kind of seems like Christmas starts. So I ended up having way too many lights. So I think I might undo this and make the lights a little bit closer together. How awesome would it be to be able to undo a real tree like this? Like a large Christmas tree. I remember growing up and my dad stringing the lights on the Christmas tree and it taking like hours. And by the time he got done doing the lights, we weren't sure if we wanted to continue decorating the tree because we were already bored being little, get bored quick. But we always ended up decorating the tree afterwards. But sometimes he actually did the lights the day before we were going to decorate the tree just to... well, that's weird. It's going to be the same lights all the way around the tree. I don't know if I like that. Anyway, sometimes he would string the lights on the tree before we were getting ready to decorate the tree, just so that it would have the lights on it when we were getting ready to decorate it instead of, waiting for him to put the lights on, which was really cool of him to do that. I always have really fond memories of celebrating Christmas as a kid. And to be honest, now that I'm an adult and I'm the one that would be in charge of, all the happy memories of Christmas, I don't know, I'm not very, very much of a holiday person anymore. And I'm not sure why. I don't know if it was because of being deployed so many times during the Christmas season or holiday seasons and like missing everything, and I feel bad that I missed everything, and then it's just like bothers me. I don't know if that's it or not, but I just seem to not really enjoy doing all the festive things anymore. But I'm gonna definitely be working on that, try and be more festive as I get older. So I used to really look forward to Thanksgiving and meeting up with all the family and all that stuff. And I don't know, I think as we become adults, it seems like everything holiday becomes more of a hassle rather than a celebration. And I think that's something that as adults we should be really careful not to do that, for our kids' sake, because our kids are watching what we're doing and they're learning how to be happy during the holidays and festive, all that stuff, and being able to celebrate, and they're learning all that stuff from us. And if we're teaching them, that it's a struggle, or it's depressing, or it's a hassle, or we're always worried about money this time of year, because I don't know about you guys, but this time of year it's usually a lot slower for a lot of things because everybody's worried about money this time of year, and it really seems to go over into how festive we are for the holidays. How much we want to celebrate the holidays, and how happy we are. And happy and joy are two different things, but it seems like we're always looking to be happy instead of joyful, because joy is something that you control. I believe, anyway. I think that joy is something that you control, and you can be joyful in a not so joyful situation just by just by being joyful. You know, whether you're happy or not, that's one thing. That's a totally different thing. Happiness I think it can kind of be controlled by circumstances, you know, but joy, you can control your joy in spite of circumstances. You know, being joyful that you're around family, being joyful that you're healthy. I mean, even if you're not healthy, I mean, you should still be joyful that you have family and that you're alive, you know. So I think that's something that we should be really cautious of. And I know I say that like tongue in cheek kind of, because most of my family is really healthy, and I know that people do lose family members this time of year and all year, you know, because people live and die all the time. So I know I don't want to sound like, you know, if you've lost somebody, that if you're a Grinch during Christmas, you know, I don't know. It's just that's kind of a sore subject, I guess. So I probably shouldn't talk too much about that. But I think that we can still have joy with what we still do have, whether we've lost somebody or not. I think we can still have joy in this time of year, by how we act, you know, rather than what we have or what we've lost or what we've gained, but by how we act. So that's just kind of my thought. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or say anybody's right or wrong by how they act during Christmas, but I think it's really important to try and show our children how to have joy in spite of tragedy. You know, I guess if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to try and open up this spring a little bit here so that I can kind of wrap it around up here. Might have to put my glasses on for this. I'm getting old. My eyesight's going. I don't like it. All right, come on. It's actually a really good spring on here. It's very, very springy. I actually do kind of like that it's a stiffer spring, so that it'll definitely hold its shape. All right, so I'm going to try and go around a couple of these branches up here at the top of the tree. There we go. I think that'll work. And I kind of tried to put it to where the little purple light is right there. All right. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the lights here? Let me do this for you. Turn that off, and bada bing! Wow, that looks really cool. I'm looking at the camera, looking at it. Wow, that's pretty awesome. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay, so check that out. I've got a blue light on my LED lights. They're blue, so I think that looks really cool too. So okay, so I'm gonna turn the regular light on. Let's put some ornaments on this guy. All right, I'm gonna open these guys first. So I don't know if I got these or if my mom got these, but they were at the dollar store for $1. All right, and does not look like they came with hooks. So that's a good thing. I have a whole wall of wire. I'll grab a couple of small pieces of wire. We can make our own hooks. All right. Grab my wire cutters and chop a piece of wire here. Use my small pliers and make a little loop at the bottom here. So hold it on and make a little hook. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, But just making a little hook right there so I can hang it on the tree. Crazy me, I'm a perfectionist, so it has to be just right. There we go. Alright, so let's see if these are nice. It's not too heavy. Alright, I'm going to put this light back on too because I can't really see anything down here. There we go. I hope you guys can see it. I can't really see it that great in the camera from this angle, but the screen is like this big. So, yep, you can see it on the other side. Alright, so I'll make another couple of hooks here. I'm going to just cut a couple of pieces of wire. And I think I'm going to not edit this video so much. I might edit a couple of small pieces out when I'm coming in and out, but I think I'll just leave everything else in here. All right. Use a red one. And I think these are actually glass. Nope, they're not. They're plastic, which is probably a good thing. Because watch, I'll drop one, and if it was glass, it would probably shatter, and yeah. So it's probably a good thing that they're not glass. I think I might just bend them with my fingers here. Alright, and I'll do a red one up here. Do a little silver one. So, when I was looking last year, I think it was, for ornaments for a tiny tree, I think I found a couple of little ornaments. I'll be honest, I have no idea what I did with them. I had them set aside so that I could do a tree this year and actually have ornaments for it. So I didn't decorate a tree last year because I didn't have ornaments. So I just didn't decorate a tree. So this last year, I looked like all year, or right after Christmas, how they have all the decorations on sale, and actually all year too, because sometimes some of the craft stores have Christmas decorations like all year long. So I was looking for a very long time anyway for Christmas ornaments, and I found a couple of little like, that's why I got these little bells, because I was thinking about making those instead of these, but my mom actually found some, which was awesome. Very thankful for that. So I'm going to still use some of these little bells too, because they're real adorable. And anyway, so I was looking and looking and looking. I found some stuff. I set it aside, and I think I lost it. So I looked where I thought I had put them, and there was nothing there. So yeah, food for thought. If you're gonna decorate a tiny little tree, you might have to look for a while to get tiny decorations, because most decorations for trees are like ginormous nowadays, and you know, you're trying to see it on a really big tree, I guess. But you know, if you're gonna decorate a 24-inch tree, then you don't need a 24-inch tall ornament. When I was growing up, my mom and other family members would get each of us kids, because I don't know if I've ever said this on my channel. I've got 2 brothers and 2 sisters that I grew up with, and I have 2 sisters that are older that I didn't grow up with. But my mom got each one of us a Christmas ornament every year, and then when we moved out, when we grew up and moved out, she gave us all of us our Christmas ornaments, so we could put them on our own tree, and they're all ginormous, so they won't fit on this Christmas tree. So I don't know if there's traditions that y'all have. Leave that stuff in the comment if I didn't already, or in the comments if I didn't already say say something like that. I think I said to leave a comment of what Christmas means to you in the comments if you wouldn't mind doing that. That'd be awesome. It's really fun to hear what Christmas means to people, or what the holidays, because not everybody celebrates Christmas, and I understand that. So just like I don't celebrate Halloween, so not everybody celebrates Christmas. But whatever holiday you celebrate this time of year, let me know what it means to you and what holiday it is that you do celebrate this time of year. And then, if you wouldn't mind, also leaving a comment of a tradition that you've had, since you were little, like me with the Christmas ornaments. So much easier to decorate a tiny little tree like this because I don't even have to stand up. I can sit down and do this. With my back issues, it's nice to be able to sit down and do this. It's been kind of crazy lately. My back has been really messed up, but it's actually last night it actually started feeling better. So very, very thankful that it started feeling better yesterday. Last couple of nights I haven't really been able to sleep very well. Couldn't get comfortable because my back was just hurting, but it is actually feeling better, so very thankful for that. Trying to put them separated enough to where it doesn't look like I've got all the same color in the same spot. One more. I've got two more, but this one didn't have a top to it, so I don't know what happened to that. That's okay. I only cut this many wires anyway, so it works out. Well, this wire's a little short, but should still work. I'm going to put this one over here. I think I'm going to put it right here next to these red lights. If it will fit next to the red lights. There we go. Ta-da! All right, now all the open spaces, I'm going to put these little gingerbread things. When I was growing up, I did not like gingerbread. I did not like it. So now that I'm older, I actually do kind of like it. But I don't know, I don't remember why I didn't like it when I was younger. Maybe because I thought it was really dry. And I like moist cookies. So I always liked the chocolate chip cookies. And I'm trying to remember what my mom calls this dessert that she makes during Christmas time. It's trying to remember what it is too. I think it's graham cracker that you crunch up and you put that on the bottom, and then you put butter in it so that it makes like a graham cracker crust, and then you put, I think it's chocolate chips, you melt those over that, and then you put coconut on it, and then like pecans or walnuts or something like that, or both. And then you bake it for just a little while. And it is so delicious. That's like my favorite holiday dessert. That's the one thing I look forward to when my mom bakes for Christmas time. Alright, so I'm going to use hooks on these little guys too. Because this little loop I don't think is really big enough to go over the branches. Alright. That actually allows them to dangle down to where you can see them a little bit better. You know, the more I think about it while I'm working on this tree, the more I wonder why I don't really get into the holiday spirit. It's just really weird to me. It's just really weird to me because thinking back on all the awesome things that we used to do as kids, and then now I just don't want to do anything. So I don't know. Maybe I just need to fix that instead of wondering about it. And actually, decorating this tree is the first time I've decorated a tree. I'm trying to think of when the last time I actually decorated a tree. It's been a couple of years. So maybe I just need to decorate a tree each year and remember why I like the holidays instead of thinking about why I don't like the holidays, right? I guess it's not that I don't like the holidays. I don't want to say I don't like the holidays because I do. I like decorated things. I've just kind of lost the joy of actually decorating things. So I don't know. I was talking to my sister earlier because she was decorating too, and I was telling her, you know, I like seeing things that are decorated, but when I think about decorating, I think about, you know, I'm just going to put this out just so that I have to clean it up later. And I don't know, maybe that's why it's been a struggle for me to decorate because I just don't want to clean it up. But maybe I just stop thinking about the cleanup and think about why I'm putting it out because it's exciting and it's a joyous time of year, you know, time of year to remember family and remember. For me, the reason why I celebrate Christmas, and that's because that's when I celebrate Jesus being born. You know, so I think if I think about that rather than cleaning up everything, you know, maybe it'll be different. So I'm getting kind of close with these little guys. I think I've got 4 more of these. I hope this isn't boring to you guys. I hope that me talking to you guys about why I celebrate the holidays is making this not boring for you. Because I could definitely see how this could be a little boring just watching somebody put stuff on a tree. But I hope it's enjoyable. I hope I'm not making you depressed by by the stuff that I've gone through in my life because I don't know. It's not like my life has been tough, but there's been some really, really tough parts to it. So I think everybody has that. So I'm not anything special with that. That's for sure. But I don't know. I think sometimes that's why this time of year is so depressing because it brings back memories of your past, your history, childhood, or you know, people that you've lost and that kind of stuff. And I think a lot of times we start dwelling on that rather than on being happy for Christmas or this time of year, the holidays, whatever holiday you celebrate. You know, so I don't know. I think that we should all focus more on the joy of this time of year, during this time of year, you know, it all leads up to it. I notice a lot of people focus a lot on gift giving and presents and what am I going to get this year, and this is my list of things I want for Christmas this year, and it's all about going to the store and spending a bunch of money that we don't have to make somebody happy with a gift, you know. And I'll be honest with you guys, and I don't know how many people this is going to upset or, you know, how much scrutiny I'm going to get, but I typically don't buy people gifts during Christmas time. I don't, because I figure if this time of year is the only time that I do that, then I mean I have all year to do that. So I have January through November to get people things or give people gifts or, hey, I was thinking about you here. I saw this in the store and thought about you. Rather than, you get something in January and you wait all the way to December to give it to them. By then, I would have lost the joy of. I'm going to drop all these on the floor. I would have lost the joy of finding that. I want to give it to them like right away, right when I get it, right when I find it, and it's exciting then. Instead of waiting until December to give somebody something that I found in January or any time of year. So I typically don't give people gifts during this time of year because of that, because I don't want it to be I don't want it to be so unthoughtful at the time that I give it to them. It's like, oh yeah, I remember finding that like 6 months ago and hiding it in the closet and moving it around and trying to keep it from you. And it's just, I don't know, I don't find any fun in that at all. And I do kind of find it exciting to get things at Christmas, gifts and whatnot. But like I said, if it's going to be more of a hiding this from somebody for 6 months, I just don't find any joy in that. So I typically don't get people gifts during Christmas time. And also, like I said earlier, this time of year, money is usually short for a lot of people. So it's really stressful in that aspect too. So I don't know. I don't. So I just get people things when I see them, and I give them to them then, and tell them I'm thinking about them, because excuse me, I'm talking a lot, drying out my throat. So like Christmas time, it's like, yeah, I'm thinking about you now, but I don't think about you any other time of year. It's just the only time I think about you, and that's just kind of how it feels to me. So yeah. Anyway, I don't want to keep going on and on about it, but that's why I don't get people gifts for Christmas. I get them stuff whenever I see it and give it to them then. All right, these little bells. I'm not going to put a ton of these little bells. I'm thinking I'm going to put a couple of them here and there. But if I put all of these bells on, we're going to be here all night. So that's not going to happen. I think they're cute though. Little jingle bells. Maybe I'll do this. I'll put a couple of them. A couple of different colors. If I can get them on here. They're so little. I got giant fingers. Put a yellow one on there too. Yellow, gold, whatever color it is. Ta-da! That's cool. I'm going to do that. Oh, so that sound just reminded me. You guys probably didn't hear it, but I actually got my power source for my solar generator, and now I'm just waiting on the cable that goes with it so that I can hook it up to my solar panel that I already had. So I didn't order it with the solar panel. And the crazy thing is, the cable that charges it, I was looking on my Amazon, because that's where I got it from, and it says that cable is no longer available, but it still says that it's on its way. So we'll see. I've been waiting for a while. So I think that today is the 16th of December, and it was supposed to be here on the 8th. So I'm hoping that I actually do get it, because I looked and it said that I can't get a refund for it yet, but I would kind of like to have the power source for my solar generator, but my light and this light here has actually been running off the power source for 4 or 5 days now, which is pretty awesome. I think that's a good testament as to that this generator is going to work out really nicely. It's going to be able to provide the amount of power that I need out here for running all my equipment, which is awesome. So this has a little loop on the top of it, but I'm wondering if I can just hang it on a branch like a candy cane would. I don't think so. I'm going to have to put a wire on it. I was going to cut the loop off. That's why I had my cutters, but I'm going to have to put a wire on it. It's not going to hold. All right, where should this go? I don't want to put too much stuff on the back side of the tree, actually. I was just kind of thinking of that because you know how I don't normally do a front and a back, but that kind of makes it the back of the tree. So I'm going to move these out to the front of the tree so you can see them. Put a couple of candy canes on here. I think these candy canes are cute. They are adorable. I might try and put some real candy canes on here. I love candy canes. That is actually one of my favorite parts of Christmas is candy canes. I'm going to put this on the same branch as that guy, but it's hanging way down. I hope this video is not too long. I don't think it's going to be too long. All right. I think I'm going to put this one over here on this branch right here. Wow. All these branches have something on them. Okay, I'm going to put it up here because that's hanging down farther like that. All right. I think that looks pretty good. I think my tree is kind of leaning this direction a little bit, but I think that'll be all right. That'll be all right. Should I put... I think I'll put a couple of those guys on there too. If there's a space for them. I don't know. Can you overdo a Christmas tree? I don't know. Uh-oh. These don't have loops on them. So, how am I going to do that? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Might break it by putting a wire on it. Let's see if that works. Just kind of loop it around. Whoop. I don't know if this is going to work, guys. Guys and gals. For the longest time, I think I only had male subscribers on my channel, but I've noticed recently I have some female subscribers on my channel, and I'm really excited about that. Thanks, ladies, for subscribing to my Crazy Bonsai channel. Or not Bonsai Crew. Actually, that reminds me, one of my friends on the WhatsApp group is Bonsai Crazy, Andy over at Bonsai Crazy. He's a great guy. You should go check out his channel too. I'm pretty sure he's going to do a Christmas thing, but if not, he's got a lot of other cool stuff on his channel. And go check out Gavin at Not Another Bonsai channel. He's the one that's kind of hosting this holiday challenge. Let's go check out his channel. He's got a lot of really cool stuff. He has a lot of shorts where he's going on walks. He lives over in the UK, and he goes on these walks and talks about the history of the area that he lives in. It's really awesome. I love watching his short videos. He talks about a lot of really interesting trees that he sees on his walks, and then he talks also about some history of the area that he lives in, which is really awesome. I really enjoy his channel. And there's so many guys on this app with me, so if I don't mention you guys, it's not because I don't care about you guys, but We got DR Bonsai. He does a lot of really cool stuff. And then we've got Steve with Steve's Bonsai Garden, I think it is. If I'm not right, sorry, brother, but he's got some really cool stuff too. I think he's kind of new to the the YouTube thing, so go over to show him some love. And then we've got MD. I can't remember what his actual channel is called. Wow, sorry, brother. I'll have to make sure and look that up, and it is in the description. So everybody on the Tree Masons is in the description in all of my YouTube videos, so you can check that out. But yeah, so just a couple of the guys that I talked to. All right, so I'm back. You don't know that I was gone, but my memory card got full, so I had to go out and delete a couple of old things on there. So anyway, I think I'm going to end this video here. Just give a shout out to the rest of the Tree Masons. Y'all are in the description, so if I didn't give you a shout out right now, I'll have to remember to give you a shout out later. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the Christmas video for you guys, and like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one.